Hello. Hello. Let me unlink these. Have the music about there. How's that? That should be good. Okay. Let's make some video games. Let me remember where I'm at with this. Yeah. So I kind of want like a particle effect when you're growing the mushroom. So when you hover over it or when you click it, it like speeds up the growth progress. I want a particle system to show that user that that's happening. So let's have a look at that. That is massive. Let's render it. The layers above. We are going to make it pretty small to start with. I think I will stick with a rate over time. This radius is just massive. Let me just move it over here so I can see it in the game view. Because I want to make sure, yeah, it needs to be a bit smaller than that. So we'll go for a radius of 0.5. And I think I want it to be like showering, essentially. So I think what I will do is go, not collision, what do I want? I think there's gravity somewhere. Can't remember where it is though. Where is gravity? Oh, it's up here, isn't it? Gravity modifier. So with 2D physics. Okay, and if we turn the speed down to something like that, and it's like, yeah, like that, okay. And then we just make their lifetime be smaller as well. But that's fine. And then if we just also limit their velocity and size, actually, we want the particles to get smaller as they get to the end of their life. I think that like spread is too wide. So if I turn that angle down, does that change it? Yeah. Okay. I like that as a starting point. I think we'll leave it as white. What I want to do is I'll change like the color of these particles depending on how quick you can grow the mushrooms, because there'll be a part of the game will be that you can increase how quickly the mushrooms grow. Right, so now we'll call it grow mushrooms system. And it is looping, yeah. We want to pre-warm it. Probably not. And then we'll just make it that for now. And then we need a script on it as well. Actually, we'll have a different object that turns it on and off and moves it to where the mouse is. So we'll call this mouse particle system director. We'll put this as a child of that. And then we'll create a script for that as well. And we'll call this mouse particle system director. And basically all this is going to do is if we're clicking down, then we turn the particle system on, if not already on, and move it to the cursor position, and then if not, turn particle system off. What is it? Get mouse. I thought it was get mouse button. And we need a reference to do we need a reference to? Yeah, we need a reference to the particle system game object. Doesn't like that. Let's call it something else. We'll just call it row mushrooms particle system. And at the start, we want to turn it off. Make sure it's off at the start. And then obviously turn it off when we're not clicking, and turn it on when we are. And then what else we want to do? Yeah, move it to the cursor position, which I need to just double check how you do that in Unity. Should be it. I think that's all we need. And I am just going to show that particle system regardless of whether we're like actually growing a mushroom or not, because I want it to be obvious that clicking is doing something. Okay. Right, it looks like it's turning the particle system on because I can see it flickering there, but it is not moving it to where we want. In fact, where has it moved it to? Oh, it is moving it to where we want. It's just not showing up on the actual game screen. I can see it in the scene view here. It's working as intended. Yeah. But it's not showing up for some reason. So let's just turn it on. Won't be able to do that because. Okay. stop that script running for now so I can see why it's not showing up in the game. Okay, I mean, there is a -90 rotation there. Oh, is that? Okay. But that is like... Is that showing how I want it to? Not really. Maybe I can change the shape here. Alright, let's get rid of that. And then I can change this to be a... circle? It's not happy. Cone is what I want. Just check what the field mushroom particle system is. It is 0. Why is that one gone to -90 then? Maybe this needs to be -90. That could be 0. Still not happy, is it? Right, let's turn it back. So we've got it sort of working like that. It's not exactly. It's not showing up exactly in the game as it is in here. Perhaps it's because it's being moved in a weird way. Because if I change that to 0, it doesn't actually change anything in the editor. So why, when I click play, does it then not show up? Well, I don't know why it says -10 there. That'll be it, I think. It's changing the Z value to -10 for some reason. So let's do this. I'll just force it to be 0 for the Z position. And let's just double check. That's working fine. This should hopefully fix it. Yeah, there you go. I kind of want it to trail behind the mouse a little bit, rather than just going straight there. I might use this lerp instead. So we want to go to this position, and the speed can be like 5. That might be too quick, but we'll see. That's too slow. it also should like start, yeah, when you start clicking it down. So we'll do like a if get mouse button down. So on the frame that they actually click the mouse button, we're going to move it directly to where the mouse is. So is there a better way of doing this? So I don't want to duplicate this code. I guess we could do this up here. Get the mouse position. And then we do like a target position. And then here we can just say if we've clicked the mouse, then go straight to the target position. Otherwise, if you've just got the mouse button down, held down, then we'll need to turn it on in both. Yeah, we'll turn it on here as well. And then, if not, we'll look to the position. And it was too slow, wasn't it? So maybe we'll go 10. See how that goes. Yeah, I think that looks good. What I really want is like the particles not to move, but the new particles to move. I don't know if there's actually a way to do that though. Do you know what I mean? Like when I move this, the particles that have already spawned should kind of say stay still or stay where they are, not follow the. I don't think that is actually a way you could do that. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Changing the simulation space from local to world. Yeah, that's so nice. Okay. So you collect them all up and then you go ba 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 ba. Nice. Let's have a look at these as well. Bam, 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 bam. And then you go wah ha 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 ha. Cool. All right. Nice. The next thing I wanted to do was make it so you don't have like immediate access to all of the spawn points. I want to create like a unlock system for that. So talking like we're gonna have each of these spawn points be unlockable. So you get the first one for free, and then the next you have to unlock. So I think best way of doing this, I think I will have like a bit of a hole in the ground type thing where for the mushroom to spawn out of. I also need to change the size of that mushroom sprite. Because at the moment its pixels are half the size as the rest of them. Is that right? that's annoying. Why have I done that? I need to change the background size as well. I've already messed up the sprite sizes for like everything in this game. That looks a bit better. I also do want to make them be a bit random, but yeah, it's difficult to implement that really. Right, let's just save this as 2. We've got to do an outline one as well. Does that look wrong? I mean, that's fine. And then we'll just make sure that these are both imported correctly, and (16 by 16). I also need to make sure that the pivot point is here so it grows upwards. Seven, 1, 2, 5. Yeah. Okay. And then we go to our game object and we make sure that we've got the outline sprite as the new one and the regular sprite as the new one. And let's just change the default as well. And we make sure that we are targeting full size scale. Really, we should be able to get rid of this now, actually. Let's look at clickable mushroom. Target scale should always be 1, really. Well, by default. Yeah. So let's maybe make this not abstract anymore. We just make it one, and then we can get rid of this. And I think we can get rid of it from this one as well. Something's not happy. Why has it gone back to that? Maybe I changed it in the editor. Simulation space world. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Cool. And I do kind of just want to fix the pixel art sizes as well. So let's go to the field background. So this is 1. How big does it need to be? Alright, what are we talking here? 320 by 180? Maybe. I am going to make these sprites better. It's just for now. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's kind of not what I wanted either. If I just make the spray like massive. Oh, no, that's like density, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there you go. Is that? I mean, it looks trash, doesn't it? It's not like any better. Whatever, let's leave it as that for now. Not really sure why it saved it as the same size though. It says 192 by... Oh, I know what's going on. Oh, bloody hell, how did I do that? Go sprites, background field. Yeah, it's like only taking that much of it, that's why. There you go. Apply. What size do I need? Still not happy. Gosh, how do I make this the right size? I really don't know what the default is. 320 by 180 should be the right size. It's more that the camera is the wrong size, but I just don't really understand why it's the wrong size. Hmm. Oh, is that on it? Okay, that was just a guess. 0.9. Alright, fine. 0.9, it was the magic number. And then we need to move this like I forget 3.1. 3.2 because it's 320, so that should be right. Yeah, nice. Okay. And then these can all move along to about there. And then we can also go back in and make that forest the right size as well. In fact, let's just make this bigger for now. We'll just smooth out these edges a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Right, and then we save that as the forest. And now everything should be the right size because everything has a scale of 1. Let's just check it all runs properly. Yeah, there you go. I don't like how close to the top of the screen these are now, though. In fact, have they now like moved a whole bunch? They're kind of not in the right place, are they? Let's move them all down a little bit. In fact, we'll just go ahead and make sure everything's kind of in the right place. It's up there. I think that's okay, and that's fine. Right, I'm just gonna go for a wee and grab a drink. I'll be right back. Hello. I'm back. Right. So the next bit I want to do is add those spawn points. So let's have a look again at the common mushroom. Because I want like the ground. Maybe I do something like that. For each of them. Like the ground ready to be fertilized. We'll save that as like spawn point. Spawn point with a apostrophe, I guess. There we go. And make sure that's pointer filter and none. We also want it to be the whole thing as well. Come on. Why does it do this? Okay. Oh, do we need to pivot? I don't think it matters. And then we can just add one to each of these. And make sure it's rendered on top. And we also do want to make sure now that our mushroom is rendered on top of that. So our mushroom renderer needs to be 2. And that's 2 as well, yeah, because the spawn points for the chicken of the woods is the logs, so. And then all we'll do is copy component and then paste component as new. And those are our spawn points. Looking nice. Now we can actually see them as well, which is good. I just move them a little bit. I don't really want them to be like evenly distributed. I just kind of want them to be a bit random. Okay, like that. And then we make these like grayed out. Something like that. Does that look alright? Yeah. And in fact, we will have these like not even there at the moment. So we have this one that's growing. So I think instead of the mushroom spawner having a list of all spawn points as game objects, each spawn point should probably have a script that knows whether they're unlocked or not. Or maybe the spawn point. Could be a dictionary, to be fair, as well. Well, let's make a spawn point script anyway. So it should know whether it's unlocked or not, and we can make that public. Well, make both of them public, actually. What else does it need to do? I guess, like, if the spawn point number equals, if it's the first spawn point, we want to make sure it's always unlocked. And then we'll store in the player prefs the, like, number of unlocked things. We'll make that a we'll do spawn points. And then we can check that int. We know there's going to be one. Common dot spawn points dot field spawn points. So if number of spawn points is greater than or equal to the spawn point number, then we're unlocked. And now we don't actually need that. And then where we're actually spawning them in the mushroom spawner script, we will change this to a dictionary. And so it will have the game object of the spawn point, and then also the, actually we'll have the value as the, it doesn't really matter too much. We'll have this as the mushroom spawn point script. To be fair, actually, let's just leave it for now. And then what we can do is we can get each, maybe that's two. I don't want to be fetching the script every time. We will change it, we'll change it. So if the spawn point key, which is the script dot unlocked, and we don't already have one, then we can return the game object, otherwise return null. So just with that, if I then add the mushroom spawns point script, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's just make that one unlocked. And then we also want to just do something with the sprites as well. But let's keep these all on. We'll just change the alpha. So yeah, that's a good idea. So if we're unlocked, this dot so the alpha is going to be 1 if we've got it unlocked. If we don't have it unlocked at all, it's 0. And if it's the next one, so the number of unlocked points plus 1 is the spawn point number, then we make it like almost visible. Let's see how that works. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Perfect. And at the moment, nothing is spawning. So the mushroom spawner, because there is no spawn, and in fact that's going to be difficult, isn't it? Because I don't think you can actually assign dictionaries like this. So maybe we do have to do it a different way. We could just have 2 lists and we'll just use the index. So spawn points, game objects. We'll just do spawn points and spawn point scripts. And then here we're cycling through them all. And if spawn point scripts no, we want that afterwards. Dot unlocked. Oh yeah, mushroom 1 point. And then we need to add them all. So 12 here, 12 here. So it's 1.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey Muzan, how's it going? I'm just working on a new game. It's like a idle mushroom clicker game. Alright, once I've dragged all these in, we can test it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Right, let's see if that works. Okay, yeah, it's not entirely where the spawn point is, but apart from that, it's only growing in the spawn point that we've got unlocked, so that's a good thing. I think it is because of where I've put that pivot point. Or in fact, let me have a quick, let me look at the sprite. So that's 16 by 16. That's 16 by 16 as well. I'm just gonna get rid of these old ones. I don't need those anymore. Right, where's our custom? 012547. Hopefully changing that will have made it so the mushroom spawns in the right place. Yeah, it's growing from the bottom. Yeah, I think that's okay for now. And then we want a way to unlock the new things. I've just noticed this blank square over there on the canvas. So I think that's because we just deleted the image. So there you go. Let's make it a bit bigger as well. That's fine. Okay. So yeah, now we need a way to unlock the spawn points. So on each of these spawn points, we will just have a unlock method. Hey Zethos, how's it going? Shout out Philippines. Damn. Beautiful country, that. Beautiful country. I've never been, but I've got a few friends that have visited, doing loads of like diving and stuff. It looks incredible there. Surfing as well. It's a big like surfing country, isn't it? So you can unlock each spawn point, and that will change the unlock value to true. And then I'm actually going to take this code out of the start method, and I'm going to put it into a different method called set alpha, I think. And that's going to set the alpha depending on the number of unlocked points. Is that sensible actually? Because maybe I don't need that in here, because I'm just setting it to be like that. Yeah, let's leave that like that for now. So that unlocks it, and then we need like another script that takes care of all of that kind of stuff, and we need like some UI as well to say that we're where each spawn point is, to say that you're unlocking it. Okay, so is it going to be a button? Just wondering whether to make it a UI button or a game object. I think it could be just part of the spawn point, to be fair. Or it could be a separate thing. I hope the volume of the music and everything's all right, by the way. Let me know if it's not. Just having a think. Looks like the chicken in the woods have stopped spawning as well, but that's probably because of this. Yeah, it is. Let me just sort this out as well. The spawn points of this one are here. I need to add a mushroom spawn point script to these as well. Just going to test that quickly. I think that will fix it though. Yeah, we've got the chicken in the wood spawning now. I think we need this to be a abstract class that, and then we have specific ones for each mushroom spawner type as well. I think that makes sense. Okay, let's have a look at doing some UI to buy that stuff though. Yeah, okay, so spawn point purchaser. And then in the spawn point purchaser, we'll have like an on-click event. Copy and paste those. So at the start of the spawn point purchaser's life, we're going to decide which spawn point is the next to unlock. Move there and set the price. So yeah, I think we need a list of all the spawn points. Similar to what we had in the spawner as well, actually. I mean, to be fair, maybe the spawner just takes care of it. It could all just be handled by the spawner. maybe we just have a reference to the spawner here, because then we can just access all of those. And then we need to know what mushrooms would actually mushroom type. Set it to field mushrooms for now. I'm trying to write all these scripts in the mind that they're generic and we can have a separate one for each type of mushroom. So we decide this by getting spawn points, field spawn points 1. Yeah, because here we attempt the purchase. Our stat tracker knows how much of each thing we've got. In fact, we could have a spend mushrooms here, and we can have that returnable, because then like we know we'll switch on the mushroom type, and we need to know the amount as well. But then we can just check here, so we can say oh, we should know it. So this value is that value is that. So we can say if field mushroom amount is greater than or equal to the amount we're trying to spend, eventually we'll return true, else we'll return false. And here we can do field mushroom amount minus the amount, and then set the ref. And then we want to do like the same thing for the chicken in the woods stuff. Oh, and we'll just change this to chicken in the woods mushroom amount. And then we'll have the stat tracker reference here as well. So spend mushrooms, mushroom type, mushroom, we need like a spawn point price variable, and then we're going to say if we have spent those mushrooms, then we're going to unlock that spawn point. So I mean, that needs to be private. Well, it doesn't need to be, but it can be private. So spawn point price. Well, we start at 1, don't we? For the, especially for the field mushrooms, we'll start at 1. So I guess like on amount unlocked spawn points. How many have we got? So we've got 1. unlocked, then the next one's just going to cost 1. If we've got 2 unlocked, I want it to cost 2 and then 4 and then 8, and it does it like that. So how's that maths going to work out? 30 times by unlocked form points. Because then if we've only unlocked 1, the price will be 1. If we've unlocked 2, the price will be 2. If we've unlocked 3, the price will be 3. And that's just... I mean, I guess I could make it 2 times the unlocked spawn points, because then it's 2 when you've unlocked 1. So right at the start, you pay 2 to unlock the first one. Then you get 2 spawn points, and you pay 4. And then you've got 3 spawn points, and you pay 6. And then you've got 4, and you pay 8. No, I want it to be different to that, don't I? Is it to the power of 2? Is it the amount of... I think it might be that. I think that's what I want. Squared, because that would... 1 squared is 1. 2 squared is 4. Why am I so stupid? It's I want this. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, like that. But how do I do that without... I have a maths degree and I don't even know how to do sequences. So, is that right? The spawn point price is the amount of unlocked spawn points you've got times 2 to the power of unlocked spawn points minus 1. So if we've unlocked 1 spawn point, this is 0. 2 to the power of 0 is 1. So it's 1 for the first one. Second one we unlock, so we've unlocked 2 already, is 2 times 2 to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 2 to the power of 1, which is 2. So it's 2 times 2, which is 4. Correct. The next one I want to be 8. So once you've unlocked 3 spawn points, it's 3 times 2 to the power of 3 minus 1, so it's 2 squared, so that's 4. So 4 times 3 is 12. That doesn't sound right. For fuck's sake. I mean, what I might do is just leave it like this for now and I'll test it properly. Oh wait, is it just 1 times 2 to the power of unlocked spawn points minus 1? Because 2 to the power of 3, 2, 4, 8. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it, I think. Okay, so I need a serialized field, private, gimpy text, the price text, and we'll set that here. And then we will make the position of the that. I think that's right. And then we need to make some UI for this as well. So let's give it a sprite. Oh wait, if it's gonna have text, it needs to be a canvas. It needs to be a UI element if it's gonna have text. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Maybe we just do that and make it a button. So we'll pull that into the canvas. And then we're going to have to do some really annoying things with the transform, because you have to like convert it. Yeah, it's going to be annoying, but I think this is the best way of doing it still, so. Why isn't that showing up? What's the size of this? I'll make this the mushroom image. Get rid of that as well. Okay. And then create just a bit of a background. I'm going to make this prettier later, but for now this will be fine, I think. And we just need to add a button element. And when you click it, you're going to try and... what did I call the method? By spawn point. To make it public. Hello, the Bitcoin professor. How's it going? Living the life indeed. Friday afternoon. Got a Diet Coke. Doing some game dev. Trying to remember. I swear I called it that. Spawn point scripts. I think I need to set this as a variable as well. Yeah, so we've unlocked spawn points, so we +1 to it. Although to be fair, here, do I have an unlock thing? Yeah, but it doesn't add to that. Okay, so I do want to do .unlock here. And we set the player pref back. I think that's all we need. Oh, and the position needs to change as well, and the price as well. So I think if we create another method that's like move and set price. Yeah. And then we'll do that at the start, and then we'll do it, and then we've unlocked it as well. Alright, let's give this a go. Let's test this. What we could also do is on the update we check how many mushrooms we have and set the like price to be red if you can't afford them. Let's just test this first. Okay, obviously it's gone to the wrong place. And it's set to 2, which isn't what I wanted really. Yes, it's not working how I wanted it to. I'll try setting the local position instead. Maybe if I do that, -2, then it will work. Oh, okay. Not happy, is it? I do need to set that button, actually. The button is currently not doing anything, so that's probably partly why. Buy spawn point, there you go. And it's not going to the right place. Let me just change that back as well, because that was doing something weird. Two to the power of 0 should be 1, or is it 2 to the power of 0 is 1, isn't it? Anything to the power of 0 is 1. So why, when I've unlocked only one spawn point, does it set it to 2? Like that. This should be 2. It should be 1 even at the start. Yeah, because it says I've unlocked one spawn point, which is correct. I have unlocked one spawn point. So the spawn point price is 1 times 2 to the power of unlocked spawn points -1, which is 0, which is 2 to the power of 0. 1 times 1 is 1. Huh? How's that gone to 2? I don't understand. Oh, this is not how you do power. I need to do math.pow. And then we take 2 and this. It doesn't like it because it's an int. Not an int. Oh, guys, fine. We'll just pass the whole thing, I guess. Can I just cast it as an int? Yeah. Alright. Okay, so I buy 1. It's done that. It's unlocked the wrong one. Ah, because it's this one. -1. Whoops. That seems to be working pretty well, actually. The only thing now is that it's not making the next one like grey. So how do we do that? We want to tell it that it's next. Update alpha, I guess. And then we're gonna have to like reset our player prefs to test this. Okay, so at the start, I know the spawn point isn't in the right place, but at the start we're collecting these. We can buy one, can't buy any more because we don't have any. But as soon as we've collected both of these, I can then buy another one, and then we've got 3. Feels like an idle clicker game to me. I'm liking this. Okay. Oh, we need to change this when we swap. We're getting there though. Okay. Let's try and fix it being in the right place. Right, so where am I setting the position is here. We want to do some sort of screen to world point. Screen position equals that position. World to screen point. And then we set it to screen position. Let's try that. Absolutely not. What's gone wrong there? Where even are you? Miles away. It's over here. Okay, well that's not right, is it? We've got camera.main. Screen to world point, maybe? Other way round? That doesn't sound right. World to screen point sounds more right, but yeah, that's not right. Oh, that's because I was updating the local position, maybe. Will not update the actual position. Is that right? I don't know why. No, because it's like in the middle. Let me clear the player prefs again. Oh, okay. So it is going to the one before it. Because we don't want it to be the unlock spawn points -1. We want it to be unlock spawn points. Yeah, there we go. And then I do just want to make it. Well, I want to change it anyway because it's not great looking, but yeah, I want to make it a little more see-through. So something like that. And then, like, to be honest, we could probably make this smaller. Go like 22. And 20 honestly. Spread spores. We'll go like here. Make the purchase price like 25. Make this like 25 as well. Maybe 30. Okay, I think that's fine. And then we just need to change this. Yeah, that looks better. And then we'll have it be like slightly above this. So we'll take this as like a target position. And we'll set it to that. No, we won't. We'll set it to a new vector 3 that will have the X is the same. And then the Y like 1 above. Probably needs to be like 2 above, but we'll see. Or maybe less actually, and other things work. No, loads less. Okay, we'll go 0.01. How about that? Let's see where that goes. That's too low down. We'll go just 0.1. Let's try that. Almost. I want it to just be slightly more than that. Okay, we'll go 1.5. Yeah, perfect. Cool. It's shaping up nicely. I think we will make it like red when you can't access it. if our amount is less than the price, and we set it to red. Otherwise, we set it to white. Cool, so it's red at the moment. And then we'll have to just wait. Is this one actually gonna, yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, it changed. Perfect. That's great. Yeah, I think that's a really good amount of progress today. I'm going to stop there because I've got a bunch of other stuff to do. But thanks for watching. If you're interested in this game, follow me on YouTube and follow me on TikTok as well. I'll post on both of those updates about this game. Yeah, it's going to be the Mushroom Idol Clicker game. Hopefully, it should be fun. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll catch you